Days of Our Lives A25 episode recap and spoilers, secrets, suspicion, and Salem in shock. The April 17th episode of Days of Our Lives unravels with the kind of deep, emotional tension that longtime fans have come to expect, perhaps even fear. If you've been following the saga of John's mysterious disappearance, you know the stakes are sky high. Now, two of Salem's most determined protectors, Marlena and Steve, are ready to cross lines they've never dared before because they know time is running out. A battle of wits with Orpheus. The story picks up with Marlena and Steve confronting the ever-devious Orpheus. This is no friendly visit. John has vanished under suspicious circumstances, and if there's one man who could be behind it, or at least know more than he's letting on, it's Orpheus. His history with John is long, bitter, and filled with tragedy, and it seems he's not quite finished wreaking havoc on the people of Salem. Despite being locked up, Orpheus doesn't seem particularly afraid of Marlena or Steve. But perhaps he should be. Their patience has worn thin, and their resolve is stronger than ever. Marlena, driven by fear for her husband, isn't afraid to push him for answers, even if that means confronting her darkest memories. Steve, loyal to John like a brother, is ready to do whatever it takes. Together, they interrogate Orpheus with laser focus, determined to extract the truth. What follows is a masterclass in psychological warfare. Orpheus plays coy at first, pretending not to know a thing. But as Marlena and Steve dig deeper, threatening to expose secrets even Orpheus doesn't want revealed, it becomes clear that he's hiding something much bigger. This isn't just about revenge. It's about a plan that's still unfolding, and John may be just one piece of a much larger puzzle. Trouble brewing in the Kiriakis' mansion as the search for John grows more intense. So does the drama at the Kiriakis' estate. There, another storm is quietly brewing, one that will rock the Kiriakis family to its core. Alex is no fool. He's been watching Philip closely, and he doesn't believe for a second that Victor ever wanted Philip to run Titan. The documents don't add up, the timing is suspicious, and Philip's behavior is increasingly erratic. Alex is determined to get the truth, but Philip is just as determined to bury it. In a desperate bid to protect himself, Philip allows Vivian, yes, that Vivian, to move into the Kiriakis' mansion. It's a move that leaves the rest of the family stunned. Vivian, known for her ruthlessness and manipulative ways, wastes no time making her presence felt. When Xander comes home to find her comfortably installed in his house, it's nothing short of jaw-dropping. But it's what she says next that truly leaves him speechless. Vivian hints at a secret that Philip has been hiding, one that could ruin him if it ever came out. It's a dangerous game, and one she plays with a smile. Maggie's breaking point. Caught in the middle of this spiraling chaos is Maggie, the ever-graceful matriarch who's been through more loss than most could bear. She's initially cheerful, showing Sarah some paperwork with a hopeful gleam in her eye, perhaps a sign of good news to come. But her joy is quickly overshadowed by the reality of Vivian's presence in her late husband's home. To Maggie, this is more than a simple dispute over real estate. It's an invasion of the last place she shared with Victor. And the longer Vivian stays, the more that memory feels tainted. Maggie, tired of the endless tension and deceit, feels ready to walk away from it all. But Sarah knows more than she's letting on, and when pushed, she may finally be forced to reveal the truth behind what Vivian knows, and what Philip doesn't want anyone else to learn. A bar confrontation and a shocking discovery. Back at the local bar, Alex finally has enough. He confronts Philip, letting his frustration pour out. He's tired of the lies, tired of protecting someone who doesn't seem interested in protecting himself or the family legacy. This isn't just about Titan anymore. It's about integrity, loyalty, and the truth. Stephanie, unaware of what's unfolding, arrives to find Alex visibly agitated. When she hears what's happened, her reaction is immediate and stunned. Not just because of Philip's betrayal, but because it brings her dangerously close to betraying her own promise. The weight of secrets, Stephanie's dilemma. Stephanie is stuck in the middle of a moral minefield. She's the one who told Alex about Philip's lies. But she also made a promise to Sarah not to say a word. Now, the weight of those conflicting loyalties is tearing her apart. In a moment of vulnerability, she turns to the one person she's always been able to rely on. Her mother, Kayla. But even the conversation isn't easy. Stephanie can't tell Kayla what she's really asking about, and Kayla, ever the perceptive mother, knows there's more beneath the surface. Without giving too much away, Kayla offers the kind of advice only a mother can, wise, patient, and filled with love. Still, the burden of secrecy remains heavy on Stephanie's shoulders. And as the web of lies continues to tighten, she's forced to ask herself how long she can keep quiet. What lies ahead with every character holding onto secrets that could explode at any moment? This episode sets the stage for even bigger revelations ahead. Marlena and Steve may be getting closer to the truth about John, but at what cost? The Kiriakis family is standing on the edge of civil war, and one wrong move could tear them apart for good. This episode of Days of Our Lives is a powerful reminder that in Salem, nothing stays hidden forever. The truth always finds a way to rise. And when it does, it changes everything. For viewers who've followed these characters for decades, the drama is as rich and emotional as ever, packed with betrayal, heartbreak, and the kind of deep, layered storytelling that makes this show a legend. So if you think you've seen everything Days has to offer, think again. April 17, 2025 is just the beginning of a storm that's only going to get stronger. Next, on the April 16, 2025 episode of Days of Our Lives, tensions run high, emotions boil over, and characters find themselves at the crossroads of loyalty, betrayal, and the consequences of their actions. The episode features heated confrontations, unexpected confessions, and dangerous threats as the lives of Salem's residents take a dramatic turn. Here's a detailed look at today's episode, packed with suspense and emotional turmoil. Kristen threatens Xander in the opening moments of the episode. Kristen Demara Stacey Hayduke sends a clear warning to Xander Kiriakis, Paul Telfer. Her patience is wearing thin. Kristen, known for her manipulative nature, doesn't hesitate to remind Xander of the power she holds over him. The stakes are high as Kristen threatens to take action against Xander, leaving him in a precarious position. Their complicated history adds tension to every word exchanged between them, with both characters constantly trying to outmaneuver each other in their battle for dominance. Xander, no stranger to Kristen's unpredictable behavior, tries to maintain his composure. However, it's clear that he is deeply concerned about the implications of Kristen's threats. Kristen is not a woman to be trifled with, and her manipulations are often far-reaching and ruthless. As she pushes Xander further into a corner, the question arises, will he comply with her demands, or will he take a stand and risk everything to protect himself? Rafe confesses to Jada. Meanwhile, another major development unfolds as Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, makes a heartfelt confession to Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu. Rafe, a man of many secrets, has always been a complex character, balancing his personal life with his duties as a police officer. However, today he finds himself at a breaking point, unable to keep certain truths hidden any longer. In an emotional scene, Rafe confesses to Jada, revealing a side of himself that viewers rarely get to see. Jada, who has been supportive of Rafe, listens intently as he spills his guts about the personal demons that have been plaguing him. The tension between them is palpable as Rafe bares his soul, seeking forgiveness or, at the very least, understanding from Jada. However, this confession is not just about seeking absolution. It is a pivotal moment in their relationship, one that could either bring them closer together or drive them further apart. Jada's reaction will undoubtedly have lasting consequences on their future. Gabi's fury at JJ. Elsewhere in Salem, Gabi Hernandez, Camila Banis, finds herself in a heated argument with her brother JJ Devereaux Casey Moss. The siblings, once close, are now at odds, with Gabi's anger boiling over into a full-blown confrontation. Gabi's temper is not easily ignited, but when it comes to JJ's recent actions, she has had enough. Her frustration is not just about his decisions but about the deep-rooted betrayal she feels. The tension between Gabi and JJ has been building for weeks, and now it reaches a breaking point. Gabi accuses JJ of meddling in her personal life, and her words are laced with years of unspoken resentment. As the argument escalates, Gabi's hurt and anger are on full display. For JJ, this confrontation is a harsh reminder of the fractured relationship he has with his sister. Will they be able to mend their bond, or is this the end of their once unshakable connection? Philip's uneasy situation with Vivian amidst the turmoil. Philip Kiriakis, J. Kenneth Johnson, finds himself in a precarious situation with his mother Vivian Alamain, Louise Sorrell. The Demara family dynamics have always been complicated, and today's episode showcases just how far Philip is willing to go to keep his mother at bay. Philip is at home on the phone with Melinda, discussing his plans with Xander. The two men have come to an agreement to fire Melinda from her position, a decision that has major ramifications for the future of Demara Enterprises. However, Philip's moment of triumph is short-lived as his mother Vivian storms into the room, demanding breakfast. Philip's exasperation is palpable as he tries to explain that Vivian's escape from prison is not as dramatic as she makes it sound. She is simply on parole. Yet, the tension is far from over. Vivian, ever the manipulator, quickly makes it clear that she is not leaving anytime soon. She demands the money Philip owes her, plus interest. Philip insists he will repay her, but he won't let her destroy everything he's worked for. However, Vivian is not easily placated. She warns him that if he doesn't meet her demands, she will ruin his life and take everything away. The confrontation between Philip and Vivian is charged with animosity and fear. Philip, always the businessman, tries to negotiate with his mother, offering her a mansion of her own once he has the money. But Vivian, ever unpredictable, isn't convinced. She storms out of the room, declaring she's going to the Salem Inn. The tension remains high as viewers wonder what Vivian's next move will be. Will she hold Philip to his promise, or will she push him to his breaking point? Maggie's intervention as the drama unfolds. Maggie Kyriakis, Suzanne Rogers, enters the scene, unaware of the storm brewing in her home. Maggie, always the voice of reason, arrives after visiting her daughter Melissa. She is eager to congratulate Philip on his recent success and to celebrate the victory of getting the DeMaras out of their business. However, her joy is short-lived as Vivian's presence immediately causes friction. Maggie's cool-headed demeanor stands in stark contrast to Vivian's fiery temper, and she makes it clear that she won't tolerate her presence in the house for long. Maggie, always protective of her family, tells Philip that she's going upstairs to check on Holly and that Vivian better be gone by the time she returns. It's a small victory for Maggie, but it's clear that the tension between her and Vivian is far from over. Will Maggie be able to keep her cool under pressure, or will she be forced to confront Vivian head-on in a battle for her family's future? The unraveling drama continues as the episode progresses. The stakes continue to rise. Kristen's threats to Xander, Rafe's emotional confession, Gabi's confrontation with JJ, and Philip's dealings with Vivian all set the stage for even more dramatic revelations and conflicts in the coming days. The intricate web of lies, betrayals, and family dynamics continues to pull the characters deeper into a web of deceit and power struggles. In the days to come, we can expect more shocking twists, unexpected alliances, and emotional upheavals as Days of Our Lives continues to deliver on its promise of high-stakes drama. With characters like Kristen, Xander, Rafe, Gabi, and Vivian playing pivotal roles in the ongoing drama, Salem's future remains uncertain, and the fallout from these explosive moments will be felt for a long time. Stay tuned, as we're only just beginning to uncover the secrets that will shape the future of this iconic soap opera.